Hi, welcome to another DLH.io integration video. Today we're going to be talking about how easy it is to integrate Salesloft.com with DataLakehouse.io. Let's get started. The first thing we want to do is create a new project, typically for our Salesloft configuration inside of DLH.io. We've done that here, as we can see underneath our account. We have Salesloft demo. So next thing we want to do in this brand new project environment is click on Create Source. Creating a source is going to take us to our source dialog area where we can simply search for the Salesloft connector. So once we find that connection, the authentication and the integration is seamless and really straightforward from this point on. So what we want to do is give this connector a name that's going to be unique inside of our account and definitely inside of the project. So let's give this a name such as our key Salesloft account. And then next, when we land this data in our cloud data warehouse, we're going to prefix that schema inside of the database that you're allowing to hold this information. So it's either going to be the database name or it's going to be the schema name, depending on the cloud data warehouse you're choosing. So let's go ahead and give that a decent name. We'll go ahead and give it, how about our key? Now, all of our key Salesloft. Now, all of our destinations, when they're created with DataLakehouse.io, end up with the name of the connector as a suffix. So what we're doing is we're creating the prefix here so that we can distinguish in the case we have multiple connectors for the same source system. Helps us to differentiate in your environment. The next thing we're going to do is click on Authorize Your Account. This is going to navigate over to your Salesloft account, ask you to enter in your credentials, and then it will return you back to DataLakehouse.io. Let's see what that looks like. Now it's taken me to my Salesloft.com account. I can enter in my username, click on Next, enter in my password, click on Sign In. Well, notice that it gives me an authorization prompt. This is letting you know that DataLakehouse.io is securely connecting to your Salesloft.com account. Click on Authorize. From here, you're seamlessly redirected back to DataLakehouse.io. That completes the source connection configuration setup for your Salesloft.com account. Next, you'll want to create a sync bridge. By navigating to the top menu and clicking on Sync Bridge, we see that we do not have any sync bridges available right now. A sync bridge requires a source and a target to work. That target is going to be typically your cloud data warehouse, such as BigQuery, Snowflake, Redshift, Firebolt, Teradata. So what we want to do is create the target connection so that we can then do the final step, which is creating the sync bridge. Let's go do that now. To create a target connection, we'll navigate to the targets link and we'll click on the type of target that we want. So let's just say we're going to load our Salesloft.com data into our Snowflake.com account. Click on Add New Target. From here, we'll create our new Snowflake connector to our existing Snowflake account. If you don't have a Snowflake account, DataLakehouse.io has managed Snowflake accounts that you're able to use. Just contact your support rep and they'll help you out with that. We want to give this a unique name so that we can distinguish this Snowflake connector from any others that you might create in your account. Now, go ahead and fill out the rest of the form with your Snowflake information. Once you've entered the information about your Snowflake account, you go ahead and click on Save and Test. This will verify that the account information you entered is accurate and that datalakehouse.io can accurately connect to your Snowflake instance using the credentials provided, since this is going to be paramount for the synchronization process of the data. Once you have a confirmed successful connection, you can then click on Go to Sync Bridges. If you do find that you receive an error, the error descriptions are actually pretty good. You'll simply edit the connection by following the instructions that were on the error message, update your connection information appropriately, resave and test the connection, and hopefully you then have a successful connection and can move on to this next step. This next step, we're going to go to the sync bridge area and create a new sync bridge for Salesloft to our Snowflake account. Once we've navigated over to our sync bridges area, we can see we do not have any listed at this point. So what we'll do is click on New Sync Bridge. This will allow us to create a new sync bridge, which will allow us to connect our Salesloft source to our Snowflake target. We'll give it a name, simple enough, Salesloft to Snowflake. Next, we'll go ahead and choose our Salesloft account connection and also our Snowflake target connection. Here we can pick a time zone and other details that allows us to understand what the frequency of our data is going to be as it gets replicated into our target cloud data warehouse. We'll simply do this every 24 hours, and then we don't need a start time, but if we wanted to start it at a particular time of day, we could. We'll leave it as is, which I believe is midnight. We'll go ahead and click on Save Sync Bridge. This now has created a sync bridge which will connect our Salesloft account with our Snowflake account, replicating our data once a day so that we can have up-to-date, fresh information inside of our cloud data warehouse so that we can conduct some amazing analytics and extended report capability for our sales team, our marketing team, and more. Thank you guys for watching this integration video for Salesloft to cloud data warehousing through dlh.io, datalakehouse.io. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.